guys, welcome back from your break. I hope that you're all doing well and that you had a really fun winter break and that you got to spend a lot of time with your family and just relax. And I'm hoping that you're having a great semester back already, even though it's the first day. So we only have like a little tiny bit more. I wanted to finish it before you guys left, but it was just too crazy. This book is so much information. So we're gonna finish it now. We're so close, so let's get back in it. So, just in case you need a reminder, when we last left off, Quinny was on the playground and Hopper came over and tagged her, which is kind of against the rules because Quinny is friends with Victoria and Victoria says you can't play with boys. So, I don't know what we're gonna do next. So chapter 23, Quinny. I'm what? I stare at Hopper very shocked. First of all, he isn't even my friend anymore, and second of all, we're not supposed to play tag in 3rd grade, although a ton of kids didn't even hear the rule, I guess, and are still playing tag. And third of all, Victoria is watching me, and I don't want to make her mad by playing with a boy who is not even my friend anymore. But here he is, standing right in front of me. So I tag Hopper back, hard. He stands there for a second like he's surprised. Then he tags me again, so I tag him again, and he tags me again. This keeps happening until Victoria steps between us. Leave her alone, Victoria booms at Hopper, right up his nose, which is the place he's most sensitive about being boomed at. Hopper's startled nose backs away from Victoria. He looks at me. He is not making a fun kind of look. I don't know what to do. I'm still mad at him, and I'm still sad at him, but I'm also still curious about him. Quinny, why are you playing with a boy? Victoria huffs at me. I remember the rules. Then Victoria's mouth makes a terrible kissy shape. The other girls giggle. Get him, Victoria cries. 2 pretty friends grab Hopper's arms back and up against the sycamore tree. Victoria and the other pretty friend push me toward Hopper. Pucker up, city girl, Victoria sneers. No, kiss him, do it, on the lips. You love him. The pretty girls giggle as they push me toward Hopper now. His face is white. His looking eyes are bulging. Our lips are getting closer. Hopper's lips plus my lips equals the biggest vomit volcano in the history of vomit volcanoes. I shake my head. I close my eyes. I try to swallow my own mouth. This can't be happening. It's just a bad dream. Then someone screams, Cap! It's me, and it's called self-defense. A strong, fast side kick to my left. My leg does it without me even realizing. Ow! Screeches Victoria, whose knee gets in the way of my kick. The other girls move away from me. No one's giggling anymore. They all look afraid. That's right. You don't mess with a Taekwondo green belt. You should be scared, very extra scared. I think you broke my kneecap, Victoria whimpers, limping a little before elaborately falling to the ground. Call 911. I need an ambulance. Victoria, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't touch me. And shame on you for attacking your best. Then Quinny stops in the middle of her sentence. Her face gets all stiff. Quinny, she says in a creepy, calm voice. What? She points at my bare wrist. Where's the friendship bracelet I gave you? I look at my wrist. I realize that itchy pink thing must have fallen off. What did you do with it? Victoria snaps. You weren't supposed to take it off ever. I didn't. Put it back on right now. I look at the ground around me, but it's no use. The friendship bracelet is gone. I look at the round of the playground, and Hopper's gone too. Quinny, we're waiting. Victoria stands up, glaring at me. The good news is, I guess she doesn't need an ambulance after all. The grumpy news is she's waiting for me to put on something I don't even have. The other girls wait for Victoria to finish waiting. Kaylee whispers something into Caitlin's ear. Then Caitlin whispers something into Michaela's ear. Their eyes stare at me in a sunburny way. I close my eyes and try very hard to remember the rules again, especially this one. There's no crying in 3rd grade. I'm sorry, I mumble. I don't know where it is. Fine, Victoria huffs. Then with a little mean smile, she reaches up to her head, unsnaps my precious watermelon barrette, and throws it over the playground fence. Chapter 34, Hopper. I have to move now. Switch schools, switch towns, switch planets. Almost getting kissed on the playground isn't the kind of thing a person can survive. Hey, moron, you're still it. That's what Alex DeGallo shouts at me as I walk back to the steps where I left my book. I turn to look at him. And then I realize he doesn't know. Alex didn't see me getting attacked by that pack of wild girls. No one did. It happened behind the sycamore tree. Hey, moron, Alex hollers again. Any day now. Alex is the biggest, fastest, toughest boy in my grade. I'm not weird enough for him to tease or sporty enough to play sports with, so he usually doesn't pay me any attention, and I'd like to keep it that way. I guess Alex doesn't know that I'm a pretty fast runner too, when I bother trying. The reason is years and years of practice running away from Trevor and Ty. I start running toward Alex DeGallo. He laughs at first, then he starts running away from me. I'm still it after all. Alex runs fast, but I run faster. It only takes about 5 seconds to tag Alex DeGallo on the back. You're it. Alex turns around. He's all mad and sputtering and breathing hard, but that was a fair and square tag and everyone saw it. He reaches out his hand, but before he can tag me back, I run. I hear Alex's feet pounding on the ground behind me. I hear the kids around us yelling and cheering. My legs are burning, and I feel good everywhere else, and I keep on running. Alex can't even get close enough to tag me. The recess bell rings, and I turn right around into my line for class. Till next time, Alex says, trying to catch his breath. Moron. But this time he says it with a chuckle. He shoves me in a way that's almost friendly. Then he lines up with his own class and starts to go back inside. I'm kind of amazed that I'm still alive. After all that running, I'm hungry, which brings me to the second worst thing about school, lunch. In the cafeteria, each classroom has to sit together, and you only get 3 tables per class. The first table is always full of girls, the second table is always full of boys, and the third table gets the leftovers, some boys, some girls. And this is where Owen and I would always sit before he moved away. Even though he's gone now, I still sit at the third table. But no one there is quiet enough for me to be with, so I just try my best to eat through all the talking. And that's the main problem with lunch, talking. It would be a lot better if you could just sit there and chew your sandwich in peace. All that conversation is pointless if you ask me. People say the same stuff over and over again, day after day. But today they say something different, and they say it to me. I can't believe you tagged Alex. That was awesome. No one's tagged Alex since 1st grade. Did you see the look on his face? No, I say, because he was running away from me. The kids laugh. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Playing tag is not as much fun as swimming laps or reading blood and guts or making body part models or juggling or correcting the pH level in my fish tank or sketching with charcoal pencils in my own quiet room. But it might be an okay way to spend recess sometimes, since I have to be out on the playground anyway. The other kids keep talking as they clear their lunch plates. So do I. I can't believe I'm talking at lunch. I can't believe I played with other kids at recess. Maybe I've been taken over by aliens. Or maybe 3rd grade isn't the end of everything. Maybe it's the beginning of something new. After lunch, we go to science. This year, we do science in a room down in the basement called a laboratory that's all set up with microscopes and test tubes and goggles and stuff. There's no life-size skeleton in here, but there's a giant poster of one. I think this might be the most interesting place in the whole school. After science, we go to art, where I draw the fastest animal on the planet. Most people think it's the cheetah, but it's not. The fastest animal in the whole world, land, water, or air included, is actually the penguin falcon, a bird that dives through the sky at more than 200 miles an hour. Holy smoke, says Mrs. Duvall, the new art teacher, smiling down at my sketch. Hopper, I didn't know that. What an amazing creature. He wants to hang my work on the wall, and I let him. After art, it's time to go home. I can't believe the day is over. Feels like I just got here. We get our backpacks and line up outside. Everyone walks out, and I notice something that makes me stop, a pair of big feet sticking out from the very last locker. They're attached to a person who looks like she's trying to hide, and I know what trying to hide feels like. I walk back to the feet, and I open the locker door all the way. Quinny's eyes look up at me. A tear rolls down her cheek and falls into that little hole called a dimple. Here's Hopper's drawing. See, there's Alex, and then Hopper faster than Alex, and the cheetah faster than him, and all the way on the next page is the falcon. How cool is that? All right, one more super quick chapter. 35, Quinny. Hopper sits down by my feet. Quinny, are you okay? I can't talk and cry at the same time, so I just point at the marker stains on my backpack and hold up my bare wrist. He pulls out a tissue from his backpack and hands it to me. My nose is leaking, but I don't want Hopper's tissue. I don't want anything from that boy. So I get up and push past him and walk out onto the school bus like I'm supposed to. On the bus, I stare out the window and ignore Hopper some more, which is hard to do since he's sitting right next to me and looking at me with his looking eyes that are especially X-rayish today. Quinny, say something. But I can't. The whole bus ride home, I just can't. I can't trust Hopper anymore. I thought he was my friend, and then he threw me away, and I don't even know why. As I sit next to him like this, all I feel is lonely. Whew. We are so close, and I am really curious to see what's going to happen. sometimes I feel like Quinny lonely, or like Hopper, who just got a whole new beginning. So, you know, they're really out here making moves, getting ready for 3rd grade, just like you guys. So hopefully we can finish the book pretty soon.